Next is the next challenge is Russia. We now have the Russian Air Force as a neighbor. Our planes fly over Syria all the time, over Lebanon all the time, if only to collect intelligence. But we are in the air all the time. And the Russians are in the air. And now they are deployed in 4 air bases in Syria. Last they have taken T4, Tayas, from the Syrians and chased out the Iranians, etc. It's a very uneasy closeness. There is a mechanism of coordination, and the Russians are very clear in their effort to convince Israel that there are no ulterior motives behind their intervention in Syria, except make sure that Russia keeps its place in the region, etc. I'll say a word about it in a minute. But it's very sensitive. When the Russian Air Force, they did it only once, attacks rebel targets that are, in a way, supported and assisted by Israel, south of Damascus, let's get a bit complex. And they did, once. As you know, I've been speaking about it before, as you know, we are treating wounded rebels in Israel by now close to 1,500. It doesn't happen by itself. A guy who is severely injured doesn't walk to the Israeli border, to the field hospital, or etc. There is a system that works between us and the rebels, the non-ISIS rebels. And most of the South is good guys. Southern Front, they're called Southern Front, and it's a coalition of rebels. But the Russian presence is a big headache. If I may, one paragraph about the Russians. Obama has left the Middle East. That's no news to anybody. And into the void, steps in Putin. And what Putin is trying to do, he doesn't care about Assad. He will drop him any day of the week for the right price. He is busy building something else. He's busy building what I call his own Baghdad Pact. For those of you who remember Baghdad Pact that the West established in the region back in the mid-50s. He wants to go to Iraq, and he's saying to Prime Minister Abadi, you see what the Americans are doing, have achieved in 1 year of air campaign against ISIS. 0. Give me an air base. He wants Talil Air Base in Nasiriyah province. I'll do. I'll help you. And Iran, they are going to supply Iran with modern weapons as we progress from the nuclear deal. And that's going to be an axis sponsored by Russia in the region.